All right, before I ordered my parts, I looked at the driveline just to check the U-joints, see if they need replaced since I'm doing this stuff. And this is the one that connects to the tractor. I've already disconnected the safety sleeve here for a little bit, and I was checking it, and I don't know if you're picking it up. You got extra wiggle, and it's like, well, I'll go on and order it because it looks like it's on the way wearing out. And while I was moving the sleeve out of the way, I noticed that, if I can find it right quick, must be, there it is. If I can get the camera in there. You look right here, the edge of that U-joint is busted out. So, can't even see. Let's see if that turns out good. All right, there we go. Got it out of there. Now I just have to do this other U-joints. Press them out, see what we got. All right, looks like a 13/16 just about perfectly fits in that. And I got the little bit bigger whammer. Let's see if I can wrap this out of here a little bit. Trying to get that cap that broke off inside there out. There we go, perfectly. There we go. And gouge in there like that. I'll clean it up and show you. All right, I cleaned it up a little bit and I figured out what the deal is. That cap that was busted, the reason I've been placing the U-joints, I guess maybe the little needle bearings or something. That's what only thing I can guess. Got in there and wore it and did some damage. The rest of it looks pretty good. I'll go on and replace the U-joints and see, this should work out still. All right, I gotta take out the rest of this U-joint out of this yoke here. And there's the snap rings. You see right there, I just need to see if I can get those removed. And that one came out pretty good. See if this other side will do that. Not so much. Got it out. Okay, got my whammer and my 13/16 socket here. See if it'll drive out a little bit better. I got a gap underneath it here. Got it. Should clear the vise there. See if we can drive it out. And it's going. I'll just take my patience here, make sure I don't get bound up against the vise. Probably have to reposition this a little bit here in a second. And now I'm starting to touch. Let me re-clamp this. Let's see if we can do it like this. Well, that's what I was afraid I was going to twist. All right, that's a better way right there. See if we can drive the rest of the way out now. All right, I flipped the U-joint here. I'm just going to drive on the edge of it, see if I can just drive that cap back down the other way, because I'm not getting enough clearance to push it or to push the cap out all the way. So there's another way of doing these. Probably should have done that. And that's where I can just drive the yokes and press them out that way. All right, got the cap out of there. Got the U-joint out. And you can see where it wore it out. That's probably the same spot that the yoke is worn on to. All right, this is the universal joints they sent me, and I guess I'll open it up and put them in. Alrighty, I opened it up, and when I ordered it, it showed that it had a grease cert with the package. A little disappointed. There's not a grease cert in there. I do have all 4 snap rings. I guess I have to reuse my grease cert that's out of the other one, or grab another one I have around here. All right, I've moved one of the caps off of the new U-joint. I'm gonna see if I can get it started pressed in here using the vise. Just get it started. There we go. Looks like it's gonna go. So I'm gonna place the U-joint. I need to take the other cap off. And carefully slide this on here, make sure none of the needle bearings get underneath it. And I think it went in there. So let's press this on just a little bit more. And also I make sure my grease fitting is facing out from the shaft, because when you got the safety shield stuff on here, it'll be hard to grease if you don't have it in between the two yokes. Well, I just made an interesting discovery while I was pressing that bearing a little bit. I was wondering why I wasn't lining up when I was going flush right here on the flange, but the bearing is not lining up with this other hole. And I got to looking, and I need to see if I can get some straight edges or something on it. That's probably pretty good right there. Let me zoom, see if I can. If you're looking here and you're looking here, this one is shifted that direction. This one is shifted back that direction. So I think I've got a little twist in my yoke. I will have to evaluate this, and looks like I may need a new shaft or a yoke here. It looks like this has a roll pin that can be punched out and replaced. I will take a break and think about this. And looking at this, I don't know if I can tell or not. It looks like the one in the foreground is shifted to the right, and the one in the background is slightly shifted to the left. Slight angle differences. All right, it's been quite a few days since last tried working on this, and I did get a brand new, I guess called a yoke for the drive shaft here. And I guess we're gonna see if we can install it. Now I gotta see about getting this universal joint out here without damaging it. So that's what I'm working on next. All right, I've been messing with it for a few minutes, just trying to figure out how I can get this out of here. My biggest problem I'm having is the yoke is twisted. I just put this socket in here, it's the right size for this. I still got my cap in here, but as you can see, it doesn't line up with the other side, and that's why it's twisted. I think that's one reason I had such a hard time getting the original U joints out here in the first place. Now I still got to get this cap out without busting it. I was going to try to, I guess, you know what, I can probably drive it through from the other side now. Yeah, it's probably one to go on and do, just push it on through, because I was going to try to push it out with this, but obviously it won't line up with the other side. So I guess I'll just flip it. And see if I can gently persuade it out of there. Hopefully it's not marred up too bad to get it out. Let's see if I can do it without my vise slipping. It's moving. Hopefully none of the bearings fall out of there. I don't want to have to chase them. I guess I'll put my hand around it. And the cap's out of there. Well, now I need to see about taking the roll pin out of here. There it goes. All right, does it come off? There's the roll pin. All right, she's off of there. I guess there's going to be any particular way that goes on here. New one. Actually, I guess I need to look at this shaft, see if it's twisted or something. If it is, it ain't bad. You have to get me a ladder, stand up here. More. Okay, I think I've got it. See if it's the same length. And of course, it is not the exact same length. The old one on the right, I guess should be your left. A little bit difference in length. But it looks like it would go all the way through the shaft and into the other. There's just going to be a little bit of discrepancy there. I'm going to seat it just a little deeper. since it is shorter. Oh, that's a little bit. Huh. Oh, okay. Might be the flange a little bit different size. What's in there? Actually, let's try this socket again like I did a while ago to show you if it's lined up or not. Oh yeah, see? Lines perfectly up. Where's the old one? Here's the old one. Drop it in. It doesn't line up. Shows you how much it's twisted. So, yeah, I'm a little rough on the Bush Hog, I guess. That's the way it's supposed to work. All right. It makes me feel a little bit better that since I was having so much trouble with the U-joints, get them in and out. Probably because this thing was twisted. All right. Let's see about getting it. That cap has bearings in it, so let's see if I can gently persuade it in there. Before I get it in there too deep. Okay, got it in there. Pushing it a little bit further. Okay, it's not all the way, but that'll work. It's already going easier. Let's grab another one that has bearings in it. Okay. Let's see if we can gently persuade it in place. All right. Sorry, horses just took off about something. I'm just trying to get it down far enough for the snap ring to go in. I think that might be far enough. Find the snap rings. Snap ring pliers. Grab the pliers. Well, that went in too easy. All right, let's finish driving this one down. Snap rings going there now. Snap ring pliers. Oh yeah. And make sure it's perfectly 45. That's a perfect 45. Okay. Guess I need to put the other. Really, am I going to have a problem getting it in there? Are you kidding me? Are you? Seriously? Without messing up the surface here. There we go. I'm about to be really aggravated, but it's just a little bit different. See if we can get this in there. Get started on there a little bit. Get a little love taps here. Let's see if we can give it a little love tap and get it in position. Hopefully it lined up. And just like so, it looks like it went down this time. I may have to tap it from the other side. I don't know if this clip's going to go in there. I think it's in there. Yep. Clip's in there.